Harrison Rusty, and I'm with LBN Home. And today I'm with Greg Aubrey from GDA Real Estate Photography. And I'm so excited that he's on here. Greg, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself and your work with GDA Real Estate, and so our viewers can just get to know you a little better.
Sure. So I have a fine art and graphic design background. For a number of years, I worked for a wedding services company in their photo. Basically, I was their lead photo editor and designer for several years. And then that parlayed into my getting behind the camera myself and starting to take photographs for clients. That was 15, 16 years ago. When that job ended, what I told myself was, all right, I am pivoting to photography full time, and I'm going to make that happen however I need to. And in my search for kind of a stable and recurring photo income, I stumbled onto taking real estate photography. And I started working for booking companies for a little while that pay like next to nothing. They're basically like the Uber model of real estate photography.
Ooh.
And so after a couple of years of doing that, I realized if I were to take the business in-house, I could actually make the money you should make as a professional, when you own the means of production.
Right. Very smart move there. So then, can you tell us a little bit about like why it's important to have professional, high quality photos in the making or breaking of a sale of a home or business? And can you share a little bit of your personal experience, some examples that you might have?
Sure. So the main thing right off the jump is, it makes your listing a serious listing. Like if you have professional photos, when someone opens up that MLS tour, they're going to see right away, oh, well, this realtor is serious. They have professional photos. You don't have like the skewed cell phone angles. You don't have the crushed shadows and the blown out highlights. Like, oh, these are really beautiful photos. They're for real. The National Association of Realtors, they do studies every so often. And by their estimate, like 94% of prospective home buyers do it online.
Okay.
And having professional listing photos makes them like 65% more likely to consider that property in their search.
Okay.
So that's a pretty big deal. So really it's basically non-negotiable. You've got to have pro photos. And I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to sell you my service.
Well, yeah, I mean, buying a home is a big deal. It's a huge expense.
Yeah.
People are having a really hard time trying to figure that out. So I feel like the stakes are even higher for, selling.
It's for most people, it's the biggest transaction you'll ever make.
Ready to shine a spotlight on your local business? Share your story and let us showcase what makes your local business extraordinary. Fill out our interview request form to register for a free exclusive interview where we'll dive deep into what sets your business apart and why it's a must visit in the community. Don't miss this chance to amplify your brand and connect with your audience on a whole new level. Connect with local business news today.
So I was super impressed with some of the angles and perspectives I've seen on your website and how you capture properties. Can you just tell us a little bit about your setup and what kind of technology you use that goes into that process?
I am in the Sony mirrorless ecosystem. They kind of came to prominence 15 years ago. They brought out their A6000 camera, and that like changed everything. So when I decided I was going to go pro, I needed to figure out which system. That's like the first thing every photographer goes through is like, am I going to be Canon? Am I going to be Nikon? Am I going to do Olympus? All that stuff. And I landed on Sony. It was like the sweet spot of quality and price and all that stuff. And so for the first couple of years, I was just tooling around with a mid-grade body and a little 14 millimeter fixed zoom or fixed wide angle lens. And that got me by when I was doing the booking company stuff. But then when I took my business in-house, I upgraded. So I've got their I have the Sony A7 IV body, which is like a 34 megapixel body, very, very like incredible image quality, honestly. Upgraded my lenses, so now I use a very very wide but also tight zoom lens. It goes from 12 to 24, and that pretty much allows me to cover anything. A lot of people don't go wider than 16, but for small houses, like being able to go down to 12 for like a tiny bathroom, it just allows me to get into places that I wouldn't be able to with a more telephoto lens. But a lot of the technology is what I use on the back end, and I've been a photo editor for 17 years now. So I use tools like Luminar and exposure softwares, X7. And that is where that's where I refine everything before I send it off to external editing. There are now services that use AI algorithms to completely automate all of the stuff that takes forever to do. And the quality is so much better than I can turn stuff around on the same day, which is pretty incredible.
Looking for the best local businesses? Stop searching and start discovering. Our directory lets you sort by city and type to find exactly what you need, plus links to our exclusive interviews and business contact information. Rediscover an old favorite or find your next favorite spot at localbiznews.net. Check it out now.
So how does somebody get started working with you? Just kind of walk me through, the process and the delivery.
Well, I have my basic website for people to just see what I do. And then it's peppered with Book Now pages, and that goes to my sales portal. And from there, people can see my pricing, they can see my packages. And 9 times out of 10, people just book me remotely, and I don't even know about it until it shows up in my email.
Okay.
I have some of the old school people, like they'll call me and they'll have me do the booking on the back end. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. But a lot of my newer clients, they just find me on Google and they book me, and I'll send them an intro text like, "Hey, I saw your booking. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow, or I'll be at your property if it's a lockbox." And I would say like 2/3 of the time, I'm not even working with a realtor on site. They give me the lockbox code. I go in the property. I do everything.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Which,
and so, and then where are you covering? This is mainly Metro Detroit, right?
Metro Detroit, I would say the Tri-County area, and then like kind of a wheel and spokes from 8 and Woodward. Like I'll go to Lapeer County, St. Clair. I'll go to Washtenaw. All those, like anything that's like poking off of Oakland, Macomb, and Wayne, I'll go to those places too. There just might be a little travel fee.
Okay, very cool. That is very good to know. So,
like I've gone to Flint, I've gone to Jackson, I've even gone to Toledo.
Aside from like your artistic insight, your sheer number of years and expertise in working in this different technology, what are some other benefits to working with you?
Well, it's the ease of use. Like I was saying, people can just book me and not even have to talk to me. Not that I'm a terrible person to talk to.
Yeah, that sucks. I get to talk to you, so I'm excited about that. So,
but it's just that, the website's always on, the sales portal's always on. They can just book me and not have to worry. And that's the thing that my recurring clients, will tell me. It's like, you know what you're doing. I trust you. Here's the lockbox. Here's the days that they're available. Go nuts. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Awesome. Well, Greg, these are the questions I have for you. Is there anything that you would like to add? Anything that you feel is important our viewers should know?
I mean, one of the things that I would like to get across is I don't just do the photos, I do the entire media stack. So, I've been on sites where people will book me and then they'll book the drone guy. And it's like, oh, well, the video person's going to be here in an hour. Are you going to be done by then? It's like, you could just book me to do all of that and not have to worry about coordinating with the drone guy, coordinating with the video person. Like, oh, I've got the guy doing the floor plan. No, you don't need to do all that. I can do all of it myself.
Okay.
And I have discount packages for all that stuff. I would say probably 60% of my packages are those combos. Like photo and floor plan, I've done hundreds upon hundreds of photo and floor plan packages. After I added drone, that was probably my second most popular. It's like photo and drone. Let's go.
Yeah, I was wondering about the drone because I saw that like those aerial shots on your site and stuff. So that was pretty cool.
Yep, that's all me.
Very cool. Okay.
And I coordinate that stuff into video too. Like I'll take drone video along with the in-house video. It's just nice to have.
Awesome. Well, I hope that our viewers, who a lot of them are interested in these kind of services, take a look at some of your packages and what your capabilities are.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty affordable. I wouldn't say I'm cheap. I don't sell myself on pricing. I sell myself on value and quality.
Right.
But I am affordable. For like baby houses, my stuff starts at less than $150.
Very cool, Greg. This is awesome to know. I thank you so much for spending time with me today. And LBN, you rock.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for having me on. I appreciate it. I appreciate getting to talk to people.